All right, hey guys, this is Wes down at Colton RV Orchard Park, and today we're going to be introducing the brand new 2023 Airstream Basecamp 16X collaboration with REI. So a couple quick specs on this thing. So this can be a brand new model, new to this year. It's got an overall gross vehicle weight of 3,500 pounds. Dry weight, you're looking at about 2,900 pounds or so. And this particular unit right here is going to be absolutely perfect for your outdoor enthusiast. Super easy to get linked up to your tow vehicle and perfect for any type of off-the-grid camping. So if you guys want to follow me, we're going to take a walk around this. I'm going to show you some of the key things on the Airstream Basecamp. The first thing I'd like to point out, let me just move this nice fancy chair out of the way, is going to be your Goodyear off-terrain tires, something you're going to get with the X package on this unit here. And it's also going to have a 3-inch lift kit on it as well. So it's going to be the perfect specifications to get you off the grid. And all this neat, cool stuff that you guys see here on the outside, there'll be a bunch of stuff on the inside as well. This is all going to be free stuff that's going to come with the unit if you happen to buy the REI or order one special. REI gives you about 30 or so items from their outdoor gear store to help complete your camping experience. Take a walk around here to the back. And this is going to be probably one of the biggest and coolest features of the Basecamp itself. It's going to be this rear hatch right here. If you guys notice, what's a little bit different on this than any other Basecamp is going to be the nice green trim package, something you're only going to get with this special collaboration here. But this guy, you can pop open, has a nice little drop screen, but the biggest functionality of this hatch here is going to be for gear. If you're going to be going out camping, especially if you're going to be more of that outdoor enthusiast, it's going to be the perfect spot for you to put canoes, kayaks, e-bikes, regular bikes, any type of heavy equipment or gear. Nice and easy. Open this hatch, start loading your gear back here. You don't have to worry about bringing anything in through that door if you don't want to. Everything can fit nice and perfectly back here. It's one of the biggest and coolest features of any Basecamp. As we take a walk around this side, I'd like to point out all Airstreams, of course, are going to be all constructed of aluminum. So you're going to have an aluminum sidewall, aluminum roof, and an aluminum underbelly as well. That's what really separates this product over any other travel trailer or any other unit for that matter on the market itself. You're going to notice the smart plug technology that Airstream utilizes for your shore power. Behind your locking key here is going to be your fresh tank fill station. If you do happen to be on a campsite or you do have full hookups, you do have your fresh water, city water connection here as well. You got your main outlet for your suburban water heater, and then this is going to be your main outlet for your furnace. Basecamp has a very unique window system. As you can see, it's very dark and tinted. That's going to filter out about 75% of the UV light that is coming in. And they do open on the inside as well. They'll have a hinge here, so they'll kind of pop out like a fin, get you some nice airflow, and you have those windows on both sides of the unit, which is really nice. Swinging around over this way, you can see you get the cool Airstream REI badge special edition. When Airstream does these collaborations, typically they only last 3 to 5 years. So if you happen to buy one of these guys, you're owning a part of Airstream history. They only do so many special collaborations throughout time. Here's going to be your outside shower. Down below you got a little spot for some tools, nice and easy clasps to pop open. And then you're going to have your dump station with a nice little light in case you're doing anything in the dark. And then this is going to be a combo black and gray tank system, since this is their 16-foot model. Coming around the front, there's a couple things that you get with the X package that you don't get with the regular Basecamp itself. One's going to be these windows. Again, they're nice and tinted, going to filter out a lot of that UV rays if you're out there on a nice sunny day. You got your stainless steel rock guards here. These are going to be to basically protect your investment on the Airstream itself. You know, when you're traveling down the road, of course, you're gonna kick up all types of rock and debris and things of that nature, especially if you're gonna be going off the grid. And that's what's gonna help if you kick up any of those big ones to protect the side of your Airstream itself. And if you do ever damage these, they are relatively easy to replace and a lot cheaper than having to do any type of body work on your Airstream itself. Coming up in the front, a little bit of a unique system here. With the REI collaboration, they give you that green trim piece along with these yellow straps. This is going to be your housing station for your power cord, your jack for your stabilizers, and of course the housing station for your propane tanks as well. You'll find those nice and conveniently under here. And you get two 20-pound tanks with this guy. One of the things I'd like to point out that Airstream started doing back in tail end of 21 is they put these QR codes all throughout the unit here. These will take you to exclusive how-to videos on how to work the system itself and the unit. Should you forget, you know, we give you a full orientation here with anything that you purchase, but these are nice videos that, you know, if you're out in the field, you got cell phone service, hopefully, scan those, and if you forget any of the stuff that we teach you, they're nice refresher videos. They also have your LP Quick Connect down over there. Airstream gives you the nice hose for it as well if you're going to plug in any type of grill or anything like that. And then we'll take a look on the inside. All right, guys, well, this is going to be the inside of the Basecamp 16 REI edition. So the first thing you're probably really going to notice is just the different interior look itself. Typically the Basecamp comes with either Glacier Lake, forest green, or red rock color. This is going to be a unique interior special to this REI model exclusively. So one of the biggest things I'd like to point out is the cabinetry itself. You know, they're using birch wood here. They kind of keep all this exposed to show you that they're using, you know, real wood while they're constructing the cabinetry. And it's a lot different looking than your normal Basecamp 16. You know, it's just something that they thought was going to look really kind of like that outdoor woodsy type of feel, much like, you know, the camping store REI itself. If you guys notice, there's a ton of things hanging in here. Again, this is going to be all stuff that you're going to get with the purchase of an REI model, strictly from the REI store itself. So it'll give you all types of stuff that you're going to need for when you're out there camping. A couple of things that I want to hit on here. One is going to be in this kitchen area, so it's going to be the sink. So one of the things special to this model that no other Airstream model has is going to be a UV LED filtered water system. Now, when you're out there, especially when you're boondocking or if you're, you know, at a place where you don't have the hookups and you need some water, that LED system is going to help filter out any of the issues you're going to have, possibly if you're going to take any water from, you know, a stream or any type of those sources out there when you're off-grid camping. Now, you could buy those for any other camper, but this thing comes standard in here, so that's pretty awesome. The other thing I would really like to point out is kind of like their differences here. Give you the nice minimalist approach to your storage spots. And traditional other base camps, you basically have a push sliding glass that you have in here. These guys make it nice and simple, and again, specific only to the REI edition to gain access to your different storage areas. So it's nice and easy. Got these straps, no big deal. And, you know, when you're rumbling down the road, you don't have to worry about any glass potentially breaking either, because there's no glass on these things. We got this guy equipped with basically pretty much every option that you can get for the REI. So the microwave is an absolute option for this that we ordered. You know, if you don't want this, you don't necessarily need it. You know, they just basically take this out and you'll get another one of these type of storage areas in there instead. The other thing that we ordered for this thing was going to be the 200-watt solar package. There is another option on this that you can do. It is a 360-watt solar package. It's all roof-mounted solar. You get the applicable solar controller that you're actually going to find over here for it. Actually, I lied. It's going to be over there for it. That's their new system. Be that little gray square on the top. And then it also comes with a 200 amp hour lithium battery system. So Lithium batteries are going to be a little bit better than your standard AGMs or your RV marine grade type batteries. They give off way more power and they last a lot longer. But that is an option on this as well. This guy, like I said, we just have the 200 watt solar package on there, so it does not have the lithium battery on there. But if you want that, we can absolutely get that for you. I want to show you guys in the bathroom. A little bit different again with this green type of trim that they have, but on the inside here, again, it's going to be a wet bath. So you're going to have, you know, your toilet, shower, all in one. They have some special interior coating in here that they use from recycled materials, which is kind of cool. You're not going to find that in your standard Basecamp. And then another option for this particular unit is going to be the composting toilet. Now, it's the only model that they're going to offer currently is going to be this REI model where you can get that. This particular one doesn't have it. If you don't want the composting toilet, that's absolutely fine. You will get the porcelain toilet that you see in here with the foot flush. But the composting toilet is an option for this model if that is something you'd like. Give this a shot. So looking at the sleeping area here, you got the 2 benches. Under this bench, you're going to find all your components like your water heater, your water pump, and things of that nature. And it's pretty easy to gain access to, especially if you're handy. If you have any issues and you want to try to fix it yourself, you can find that here. This side, you're going to have storage along with the holsters for your pedestals. You have a short one and long ones, which I'll explain what those are for. But if you notice, you have a little bit different of an interior than your normal Basecamp. The material used is going to be flame resistant, mildew resistant, mold resistant, stain resistant, and should you spill anything on there, super easy to clean away. This configuration here, you can convert into a full bed itself. Pretty simple actually. Airstream will give you 2 smaller pedestals, which are going to be about this size. This is the longer pedestal, should you want to sit here and, you know, drink coffee, play some cards, or, you know, whatever you want to do here. But the shorter pedestal will come down to about this size. You'll still use these same tabletops. You'll attach it on, and then both of these have flip over boards like how you see here, and then they rest right on your tables. And then it also has 2 planks that get conveniently stored in the underside of this cargo area, which are going to be for the back. Once you convert that whole area, you're going to use these cushions here on both sides, lay them straight down the middle, and this is going to be your full bed area. So the actual dimensions of this unit are going to be a lot closer to a king size bed than a queen. So even though this is one of Airstream's smallest models, you still actually have quite a big area to sleep. You know, sleep 2 people comfortably, no problem. Back here, one of the differences on the REI model is going to be this strap system here. Now this is going to be for any type of gear that you want to bring that might be longer and that you don't want to necessarily set on the floor, especially if it's delicate. You know, things like fishing poles, you know, sports equipment, you name it, you can get the straps to put in here, no problem. They even give you one along the baseboard here as well, the flooring here, along with these tie downs. Should you have anything heavier, you know, like kayaks, or if you have an e-bike in here, or if you got just a regular pedal bike, you know, you're not going to want that stuff just shaking around in here while you're rattling down the road. Probably going to want to keep that stuff standing upright. So that's what that system there is for. And then they also give you another one. Well, actually, they don't give you one on the side. The other thing I'd like to point out that's going to be brand new is going to be their location of all the controls for this camper. So your first one's just going to be your Victron Energy. That's going to be to help monitor your solar. You got your tank monitor panel here, main thermostat, and then your water heater here. And then if you got to turn your water pump on, that's going to be this guy right here. And you can hear it's working because it's making noise right now. Shut that off. The other thing that's going to be different about this unit is going to be the flooring system itself. They use this rubber coin flooring versus the regular straight vinyl flooring that you normally find in a base camp. And then as far as storage in here, I mean, this guy's got a lot of options. I mean, you got a little cubby down over here. You got this nice cargo bar system. Couple different ones hanging up. You got storage underneath this side of the bed. You got a ton of storage up in the front in the kitchen area. And then they have even this nice little lockbox in here as well. Maybe if you got a couple more valuable things when you're out there. And it's pretty deep too. I mean, that goes pretty far in. And then again, if you need to lock anything in there, you have the nice lock on there. Again, Airstream gives you these nice little QR codes. Again, you'll find these in and throughout the camper in case you need any help while you're out there. And then if you guys notice, just like we talked about on the outside, all aluminum. You know, Airstream is built with 2 aluminum shells. You have your outside and your inside shell. That's really what's gonna, separate this from anything else out on the market. They build these to last. The company was founded 1931, and I mean, you still find Airstreams out there today, from that time period. These things withstand the test of time, and they do a great job of just lasting and lasting. As far as this model goes, right now your lead time on one of these guys would be, if you factory order one, you'd probably be looking at 3 to 6 months or so. If you wanted the composting toilet, adds a little bit of time because they haven't started adding that just yet, but they are planning to do that starting with any build going in January. If you have any other questions about this model or anything in general, Airstream related, come down to Colton RV and ask for Wes. Be glad to help you. Thank you guys.